Alright, we are back with more chess, lag and Potzerism allowing. So we are just gonna jump right in there with a 5-minute seek. And play a good old French defense, I guess. Yep, fairly standard so far. I'm gonna keep the knight out of here, so that I can do this. Really? I mean, I know that that's technically my good bishop, but it doesn't, like, that pawn kind of holds it back. Now this square is lighting up to me. Forking these pawns. And now his bishop isn't, like, covering over here, which is good for me. Okay, so continue taking the free pawn. And now I should just have an advantage. Do I trade knights? Or rather, do I trade my knight for his, bishop? I don't think I do. Although, perhaps... ... Huh. That is not the move I expected. So now we're just looking to trade our bishop off for this knight and be up a pawn. Probably. Although, yeah, this pawn is dropping, I guess. I didn't think that one through, did I? I was thinking with this eventual push to cement my pawn chain, but... yeah, that did not happen, did it? Oh, you know what? I maybe should have moved this pawn to keep that pin. Okay, getting some sideways protection of my pawn. Next, I'll probably want to move one of these pawns up to give my king some breathing room, which in turn gives my rook some breathing room. Thinking this one. Now I can maybe think of, like, doing this kind of thing. Okay, that does not really prevent me from doing what I had wanted to do. I'm guessing he comes down here with a check now, but... no one really cares about that. Yep, just move my king up. Now I could even think of just pushing this pawn to exploit the pin that these guys are dealing with. Because, like so. In fact, I think I will. Although the factor that I didn't really think of was the pin on my king, which I think can be solved via a little this action. And I can, I don't know, move my king up here or something. So yeah, if he moves here, I'll have to remedy that. As things stand now, can pretty much force a queen trade if I want. Which, I don't know, maybe I didn't actually want. But the idea here is, you know, what does he do? That's an annoying thing that he could do, I suppose. Here, let's move this up one. It prevents him from bringing his king in to attack my rook. And he's kind of starting to run out of moves. Okay. Have a pawn again. I think I attempt to trade it for this one. Though he seems somewhat opposed to the idea. Looks like I was lagging out for a second. Okay, moving my king here puts pressure on his rook, keeps him from doing that. Here we'll just go here, and I imagine that he just takes that, which lets me in here to grab this pawn, and he's got 10 seconds left, so I probably don't have to actually worry about converting this, but it is very much convertible. And yeah, I was going to be able to just come in with this move. So yeah, I'll just show, like, if he goes here and I do this, then, you know, if he moves the rook somewhere, then I just take the pawn I'm up to connected past pawns. That's pretty clearly a win. But if he takes the trade... Oh, was it? Because then he goes here. Huh, I think that this might actually be a draw. Okay, so if I went there, it was actually a draw, I guess. So yeah, I'm forced to do this, then he takes here, and he steps back, and it's a draw. Just showing the draw for anyone who doesn't know. And yeah, then it's a draw. But I guess the clock saved me from making that blunder into a draw. I do think that that game was won for me eventually as long as I played accurately, though as we can see, I was about to play very much not accurately. I mean, not like a lose the game inaccuracy, but losing half a point still isn't good. And a real thinker, this one. Not saying it won't pay off, because it absolutely could, but he is thinking an awfully long time for how early on in the game it is. Actually, I think that that might have lost to that. Perhaps. Well, it doesn't anymore. If it did in the first place. Really? I am completely lost as to where this game is going. Though on the plus side, I feel like he maybe is as well. Well, I don't know. New plan, I guess? Let's go for that push. Take the c-file? I don't know. Probably moves back here now, I guess. Okay. Mild surprise at that move by my opponent. Seems like he would want to keep me from pushing c5. Okay, you actually lost me on that one. I guess I take this one first to fragment his pawn structure. Then I take this one to get a free pawn. Yeah, I am not sure what he was going for with all that. Okay, now where does his knight move if I do this? Pretty sure he has to, like, back up with the queen to defend it, or, okay, he can... I am not opposed to this. Man, this whole game has just been me being mildly confused by my opponent's suboptimal moves. It really is quite something. Yeah, that one wasn't best. That one wasn't best for my opponent, and now I have this in pretty much every universe. Yep. Oh, we've got a FIDE Master. So the FIDE Master probably won't just roll over and give me all his pieces like my previous opponent. So this is giving my bishop some retreat lines. Now I'm just opening up the center. Or at least contesting the center. Contesting up the center? Fine. Yeah, this isn't going great, actually. Oh. Let's do this, try and get some pressure on. We'll probably want to kind of shore up the semi-open file against his rook. Now I'm thinking of pushing this pawn at some point to support this one. So let's not let him win my queen with check if that happens. With this push. Of course, being what I'm talking about. How does this treat me? As far as getting a queen trade, then trying to target these pawns. I like this position. More or less. Hope that this isn't getting too greedy with it. Alright. So right now I'm actually threatening to take his rook, because then if he takes back, of course, if he takes back, then I would get to checkmate him. I think I see a tactic. Or not. Or do I? So let's see if I come up like this. No. No, I don't see a tactic. I do see a opportunity for a nice safe queen trade. Or a rook trade, rather. Yeah, funny story. I am not taking that pawn. Opening up this diagonal against my king. And I win. Because, yeah, I mean, either he does that, which obviously he doesn't want to do, or he does this, and I get a queen, or he does that, and I get a queen, and I can even just, like, come down and do that, or even get my king to clean up that pawn. So yeah, when he moved queen d8, I just instantly won. I mean, I had a winning position anyway, but yeah, queen d8 just kind of lost on the spot. As it was, it changed the game from me being up a passed pawn to me being up a queen. And it's just way easier to convert up a queen into a win than up a pawn, almost always. So I think that that will actually be the end of this video. It's been, almost 25 minutes. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.